Want to welcome back on this Tuesday to the studio Dave Hood with EPS Security. Hi, Dave.
Good morning, Richard.
Welcome back. We've
Thanks.
talked broadly on a couple of occasions about home security and business security. Today we're going to get a little bit more specific about some of the features that are out there that are pretty darn amazing that come with an EPS security system these days. These advances have come pretty fast, haven't they?
They have. I've been in the industry about 20 years, but these past 3 years have been the most quick to market.
Just 3
technology.
years?
Yeah,
Wow.
these past 3 years. The wireless technology continues to evolve and get better, but most importantly, it's the use of the mobile phone and staying connected. And we all have apps. We have apps for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's an app for you to stay connected to your home alarm system.
How does that work?
Well, it's the use of the app. It connects through a service that we provide through our monitoring center, and then you could be alerted through an alarm activation or the disarming of the system when your child comes home from after school, or whatever technology you have in your home. Could be light modules, it could be thermostats, you could unlock a door. So the systems can evolve from a simple alarm system to a little more elaborate with some of that home automation component.
Unlock a door from your app.
Yeah.
In Tahiti. You
Yeah.
could be laying on the beach and unlock your door at home.
You can. You have guests coming over to check on things. You can give them access through your app, or you could just unlock it for them.
How does that work?
Well,
Is there a little robot that comes out of the
Yeah.
closet and opens the door?
yeah. Well, it's a secured way of connecting to your alarm system through the app. So there's an encryption and there's technology that is there to prevent any corruption or break-in or cyber crime.
Okay.
And it's protected. It's password protected. It's like any other app. It just allows you to connect to your alarm system.
And so as part of a package that you would install, then the door lock becomes part of a wired system that you control with the phone, or you can.
Yeah, but it's not even wired.
It's not even wired.
No, that's wireless too.
Oh, my
There's
gosh.
lithium batteries, these batteries that last a couple of years in place for that mechanical control.
Yeah.
But those door locks are using a non-proprietary technology called Z-Wave. So you go to a hardware store like a Home Depot or a Lowe's, and you may see these Z-Wave enabled components like door locks and light modules, and those can be configured into your home alarm system. So we offer those, but there's a lot of DIY folks out there too that may want to do that themselves.
All right, we'll talk more about that when we come back in just a minute with Dave Hood at EPS Security. 95.3 WBCK. Dave Hood is here with EPS Security. We're talking about security systems in your home and how connected we are to those. So there's that app on your phone.
Yeah, we refer to it as Total Connect.
Okay. And you can have various levels of control over your security system from East Oshkosh if you want.
Yeah, you can remotely arm it, arm your system. So you may have forgotten.
Yeah.
And you're traveling to work in the morning. You can get to work. You can arm it remotely from your phone or from your computer for that matter. But your push alerts, that's what I really like about my system.
Yeah.
I'm notified if there's activity, if there's use with the alarm system. My wife or my son comes home, I can check in on them, or it's actually checking in on me. It's letting me know that.
Right.
So that remote notification. But then also you can control certain technologies in the home, like a light, that door lock, as we mentioned, a thermostat. You could actually control your thermostat up or down. So these are all, again, parts and pieces to the system that are wireless, with the exception of that thermostat. That thermostat does have to be wired, obviously, to your furnace and that. And we do recommend your HVAC company takes on that piece of it.
Okay.
We take on the rest, all of the other bells and whistles, if you will.
So you can choose how many of these things you'd like to have at your fingertips. I mean, maybe some people say, I don't need to control my thermostat, but I might like to know when somebody opens the door.
Yeah, so a system for your home could be simply a couple of door sensors, a couple window sensors, and that's all you may want today. But the system can incrementally grow. You may want to add that door lock down the road. You may want to add a couple light modules. So, yeah, it can start small and it can grow, or it can just be comprehensive out of the gates. And Systems are just a couple $100 to start, so they are affordable.
Okay. And you talked about how some of this technology is done DIY. You can go buy some components in that. How is EPS different than, spending a Saturday hooking this up?
No, Richard, it's a great question. So you can buy an entire system online and do it yourself.
Yeah.
But I have to ask the question, do you really want to do that? Do you want to take on that week-long or
it's supposed to be a day,
right,
but you never know.
Or weekend project. No, some are very talented at DIY, and I totally respect those that can do that. In most cases, though, these are self-monitored systems. So the difference mainly is we have our own monitoring center. So we monitor your home for you. We alert you in the event of something happening.
That is the difference.
That is the major difference.
And I can relate to that. One of my old neighbors bought one of those in the box things.
Okay.
And put it in his house. And he's gone a fair amount. So instead of having access to a monitoring center like you do, my other neighbor and I were the monitoring center. So every time
you were the response?
Yes. Every time that darn thing went off, one of us was getting alerted about it.
Alerted how?
It's a text message that
Okay.
comes to your phone. And so the homeowner gets to choose who gets those text messages.
Right,
so he would get one, but he's in, San Bernardino or something. And so then, of course, he's texting one of the two of us saying, gee, my alarm's going off. Do you know what's happening?
Right.
And inevitably, one of us is not home. So the other one says, are you home? And that whole thing starts.
Okay.
And then one night, my other neighbor got the alert and I didn't. And my doorbell rings, 9:30 at night. Go upstairs, it's my neighbor. So Fred's alarm's going off. I'm going in. And so what should I do? Have a good time. So,
Yeah.
all right, I'm coming with you.
You had his back.
I had his back. And then his wife's in the driveway with the phone in her hand in case
Yeah. To
there's
call
really
911.
something going on.
Right.
But, we laugh about this, but this could have been a dangerous situation.
Oh, sure. The heart rate's accelerated, too. Yeah.
It wasn't. It was an errant alarm that had gone off, but it sends off this domino effect of response that is not, it's just us. It's not a trained person in a center like yours that knows how to handle this.
Yeah, we are experts at that, exactly. We make two calls.
Yeah.
We're going to call either two cell phone numbers for Mr. and Mrs., or we're going to call the premise and then a cell phone.
Yeah.
We're going to make those two calls first, but then we're going to dispatch police. If there's no response, we'll dispatch police, and then we'll go down the list if there are additional names and contacts to call.
Okay. And I presume that the folks who are making these decisions are well-trained.
Absolutely.
Their adrenaline isn't going crazy.
No.
Like ours was.
No, that's their job. Yeah.
Right. They're prepared to deal with that. And, I remember back, how many years ago? Probably 40. One of my schoolmates, his dad wired their whole house with panic buttons and things. And every time they went away, that thing was going off for some reason. I presume our technology, and there was no, the siren would go off, and, and then maybe the police would come if the neighbors called or something. This has just advanced a whole long way.
Yeah, it's simple. Again, wireless technology, lithium batteries, self-replaceable. So we'll install a system, and we'll leave it up to the owner to decide if they want us to replace the batteries or not, maybe 4 or 5 years down the road. And it's
a good long time.
Yeah, it is. And the cellular technology that we use is now at 4G, which is the latest technology in our phones.
Right.
And as that advances, that's even getting easier, so we can send a replacement card when it goes to 5G or 6G down the road. So it's less necessity for service because it's just built better today.
All right. Dave Hood is here from EPS Security. We're back in a moment talking more about this cool technology that makes protecting your home easier. 95.3 WBCK. A few more minutes with Dave Hood at EPS Security. One thing we haven't talked about as it relates to this and the remote access with the app on your phone to the system is that you have notice of a smoke alarm that goes off.
Yeah, so monitored smoke alarm, I feel, is the most critical piece of a home alarm system.
Yeah.
Because you could have battery-operated smoke detectors, but if you're gone, you're not aware of anything happening. You're not protected. A neighbor may see a home blazing and then call call the fire department. But
well on its way by then.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Monitored smoke alarm, if it happens in your home and it's monitored, we're dispatching the fire department immediately. And then we're contacting you and then contacting a call list to try to reach you. But that fire can be contained. If there's smoke, we sense it. We are monitoring that. We dispatch fire. If it's a kitchen fire, if it's a dishwasher that had an electrical problem and it started up, if it's an electrical fire in the home, we're going to monitor that and we're going to dispatch fire, and that will likely be contained. So there's great savings there. Homeowners insurance, your provider will also give you a credit back if you have monitored smoke alarms. So I feel it's not just the life safety, but it's a value.
Right, and your insurance company is saying there's value in this monitoring.
They do.
Yeah.
That savings differentiates from insurance company to the next, but there is a savings there.
So the monitoring part that we talked about, that's a monthly commitment monthly financial commitment to have that assistance.
It is. It's just over $1 a day on average. That's really the industry average. As you create more services within that, it might be up to $2 a day, but it's just over $1 a day for that monitoring.
By the way, if you have that and you're going away, is it helpful to call EPS up and say we're gone for a week or something, just so you know?
Well, it would help.
Yeah.
It's not necessary, though.
Okay.
I mean, if that alarm is armed, we're monitoring it as if you're there sleeping or if you're away. It's more important to let a couple of neighbors know, maybe some close family know that you're going to be away, and they can help keep an eye on things too.
Noticed one of my neighbors has one of your systems, and he's got the little stake in the front garden.
Yeah, the yard sign.
Has the sign, EPS Security, on it.
Yeah.
It's got a spotlight on it at night.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Statistics prove that if you have that yard sign or if you have a few window stickers, that in itself acts as a deterrent.
Yeah, sure.
That criminal may move to the next home.
Right. Just like your commercial states. That house has a dog. That house has an alarm. I've got the treats. We know which one we're going for.
Right.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Now, you're going to be displaying at the Kalamazoo Home Expo soon in March, and folks can go to that and see some of this demonstrated.
Yeah, we'll have the technology at the show, the Kalamazoo Home Expo at the Expo Center, March 9th through the 12th. Yeah, we're there demonstrating the product. We can talk about the solutions, the pricing, what may work for you.
Yeah. Okay. And that's coming up. Say those dates one more time.
Yeah, it's the Kalamazoo Home Expo at the Expo Center, March 9th through the 12th.
Okay, so that's just in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
You can stop by and see Dave and his colleagues from EPS Security there, and they will show you how this all works. Very cool. Thank you, Dave.
Yep. Thank you, Richard.
All right, we'll stay in touch.